Hi, are you a school going student who's worried about his future? Or a parent who's got a school going kid not knowing how to guide them, what course to take, what will be the best course, where to go and study, what is the kind of job opportunity post the course? You are at the right place at What Next. Hello, students. Welcome to the first episode of What Next. I hope you would also share the video with your parents as it will be helpful for them too. Have you planned your life after school? Just think about it. What are you going to do after school? Have you given a thought about it? Have you planned what you're going to do? Let me help you here. My name is Meshak Manohar. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my postgraduate diploma in management, specializing in operations and marketing. I've worked across companies, sectors, and functions. I've worked in the wealth management division. I've been in sales. I've been in operations. I have also been in product management. Let me take you through what I have today. What Next was born because I realized that a lot of you all students are not aware of all the options that are available post your schooling. A lot of people are stuck with the notion after school, you can either become a doctor, an engineer, or you can get into some commerce stream and probably try to become a chartered accountant. There are very many other options that are available, which is what we would explore through What Next. And What Next is going to be a series of videos like this, where every video will bring out a new course and a new path that the student could take post the 12th standard. So today, for starters, let's take the example of a student who's taken up physics, chemistry, and maths, PCM, in the 11th grade and as an extension in the 12th grade as well. So today, what do you think? A BE, a BTech, or a diploma in engineering might be the options which are available for you. At least that is what you might be thinking. But through What Next, I would like to bring about the various other options which are available and the job opportunities after these courses are done, where you can study these courses, what is the kind of cost outlay that your parents will have to plan to help you get that education, and what type of companies would be employing you after the courses are completed. What is the possible starting salary? That is pretty important, right? The first course in the first episode of What Next is going to be actuarial sciences, right? A lot of you may be aware of what actuarial sciences are. If the parents are working in the insurance industry, they would be well aware of what this is. And let us see what it holds for the students. So actuaries are professionals who deal with risks and uncertainties. Like I said, that's the reason they are very much needed in the insurance sector. Actuaries mathematically evaluate the likelihood of events, which means you should be really strong in maths or you should have the love for maths. You would be building mathematical models so that you can bring out the likelihood of events happening. So statistics is one thing which is going to be very important. Actuaries design and price insurance policies basis the knowledge that they have. They also define the risk factors in the insurance policies for the insurer to be on the safer side. Now let us look at the kind of companies that will employ actuaries. So the first question some of you might be having is like, okay, I become an actuary. Would I be able to get into the government job because I prefer to be in the government sector? Yes, there are general insurance companies and life insurance companies in both private and the public sector. Life insurance corporations, GIC are all public sector companies which are available, and they also hire a lot of actuaries in the Indian market. You have pension schemes. The regulator themselves require actuaries. You have colleges recruiting actuaries where actuarial sciences are taught. IT companies require subject matter experts like actuaries who would have some experience in the insurance sector for a couple of years. And then if you want to shift to the IT company, giving you the expertise that you have in the insurance industry, that can also happen. So how does that happen? IT companies develop a lot of softwares for the insurance companies, And for them to understand the nitty-gritties of how the flow of the software should be, they would need the subject matter experts like actuaries in the case of insurance companies. The companies, you have 24 in life and another 24 non-life and health insurance companies. You have reinsurance companies like Munich RE, Swiss RE, consulting firms requiring actuaries, IT companies like TCS needing actuaries, colleges like Bishop Heber in Trichy, Christ in Bengaluru needing actuaries. But you would be surprised that the number of colleges in India that are churning out actuaries is only 13, which means the supply is limited, but the demand is very high. And that is the reason that you should look at this as a good option post your 12th standard if you have chosen physics, chemistry, and maths in your 11th and 12th grades. Some of the colleges that teach actuarial sciences in India are Bishop Heber in Trichy, University of Madras in Chennai, Christ University in Bengaluru, Amity University in Noida. They give you a BSc or a MSc or a BA honors. Now to the most important portion, which is important for both parents and equally important for students, right? Because parents have to plan ahead for their child's education. What is the kind of cost that they would have to foresee before their child could be put into an actuarial sciences college? And on the side of the student, at the end of the education, what is the kind of salary that you would be able to get, and what is the kind of growth prospect that is available? So the cost is around 1.5 lakhs to 6 lakhs, depending on which college, which course, integrated, and all of that for a 3 to 5 year course. Starting salaries are pretty steep. They can start from anywhere from 3.6 lakh rupees to 5.5 lakhs per annum. And if you are a postgraduate in actuarial sciences and you have 5+ years of industry experience in various companies, then these salaries could rise up to 15 lakhs per annum easily. And then the limits are really high. Reason, as I said already, the number of colleges that churn out actuaries are low, while the number of companies that require actuaries are much higher. Plus, India is a developing nation and insurance is a very low penetration product. And all the companies, the government, everybody is trying to increase the penetration levels, which means in the future, the number of colleges offering actuaries will also go up because the demand is going to be much higher. So thank you for watching What Next video. Please subscribe to our channel and be informed about the various other opportunities that we would be bringing out in the series going forward. All the best. Hope to help you answer the question of what next after school. Thank you.